Hail G, nice kicks. The channel about the kicks and nothing but the kicks. Raw and uncut. Keeping it 100 about these kicks I bought. This channel tells the story about the kicks. It focuses on the kicks and nothing but the kicks. Okay, let's do this. Welcome to episode 32 of Hey OG, Nice Kicks. In this episode, we're going to talk about the Air Jordan Zoom Fearless. I guess the black or blue Fearless in the collection. I'm joined again by my silent, and I mean remain silent, Baby Yoda, co-host. We're going to talk about the Zoom Fearless Air Jordan 1 highs in the collection. I have to say that in my personal opinion, my humble opinion, the Zoom line, the Zoom Fearless line of the Air Jordan 1s are my favorite. I have a few pair of those in the collection. I spoke about a few in previous episodes. This shoe here is really, when I first saw it, this is another one. When I first saw it, you didn't have to convince me. I went in the store and the salesman came up to me, "Can I help you?" "No, sir, you don't need to help me. I came for what I came for." And as soon as I saw them, they called me. They said, "Kyle, come over here and buy me. Buy me." And I just told you my name. It's not about me, but it doesn't matter. Come and buy me. So I'm just a fan of the Zoom Fearless line of the Air Jordan 1s. So let's get into the shoe. This shoe right here, man, this shoe right here is fire. I've had it for a few years now. I've had this pair for a few years now. One of my favorite pairs in my collection. I know I probably say that about a lot of them because all of my shoes are favorite. If I buy them, I like them. I treat them all equally. The one thing I like about this shoe, it changes colors. Like when different light variances hit it, it changes color. I don't know if you're familiar with the new Miami Heat jerseys, how they look like they change colors. This shoe does that. The only negative thing about this shoe, I would say, if you're deciding whether to purchase it or not, the materials that it's made out of in the front, the first time I put them on, in the front of the shoe, it cracks a little bit. And I was thinking when I first got them and they cracked, I'm like, I don't like that crack in my shoe. So I was going to buy another pair because I like them so much. And I'm thinking that's a dumb thing to do because they're going to crack too. So if you do think about buying these shoes, just knowing it in the front, I think it's based on, because of the materials it's made out of, they will crack in the front. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about buying this shoe. And that's not the case for all of the Fearless Air Jordan 1 highs they put out. Just this shoe here, just be mindful that you will get a crack in the front. But I love the design. It's real simple. It's a neutral color. They look black, but they turn blue and gray. Whatever material it's made out of, it's a fire material, it's a fire design. And the Zoom Airs, I'm going to try to collect as many as I can, as long as the colorway works for me. It's a very comfortable shoe. Again, it's not a new shoe. I think I've worn these maybe twice. And I've had them for a few years, and I think I don't wear them a lot because I'm afraid, first of all, I don't like the crack in them. That kind of threw me off. Secondly, I just don't, I like them so much. It's like you think you would like them so much, you'll wear them all the time, but I like them so much that I don't really want to mess them up. I mean, because I'm not going to buy another pair because they crack in the front, which is, not good, and I don't know why, they do that, just trying to throw me. I know I keep talking about that crack because you can see that crack in the front is bothering me. Crack is bad for you, folks. Crack is bad for you. So on feet, these shoes they're very comfortable. I will show you how they look on feet, but just keep in mind on my channel, when I show you the shoes on feet, I'm really focusing on maybe how they look with a pair of sweatpants or shorts and the comfort level. Because when you're an OG, you gotta have, your puppies have to be comfortable comfortable for your dogs, you know. And that's crazy you say puppies for dogs, but my shoes are puppies and my feet are the dogs. So, and when you buy your shoes, you want to make sure your shoes are comfortable, because you know you're older now and you can't be walking around with, you know, your dog's barking, your dog's hurting because you have some shoes on, trying to look fly or trying to flex out here. We're too old to flex anyway. Our flex days are over. I mean, it's funny to try to see OGs out here flexing like they're young. I'm glad that I survived long enough to be an OG, and the fact that I'm an OG is flex enough. But I will say the heard the echo. But I will say the Air Jordan 1 Zoom High line of shoes. They're very, very well. They're designed well. They're comfortable shoes. I like the concept. It's not an OG. I do like the OG Air Jordan 1s, but the Zooms, in my personal opinion, are the best Air Jordan 1s to get. In my personal opinion, they're the most comfortable ones to get. They have a thicker sole on the bottom, which gives you that comfort level when you're walking. Again, I'm going to say it again. You got to protect those dogs. Make sure those dogs are comfortable. This shoe is not a whole lot to say. I am into laces, and I'm thinking, okay, what color laces could I add to these to make these pop? I'm thinking maybe some red ones, but I'm just looking at them now. I'm thinking, no, the black ones work, but I may try some different laces in this just to make them pop a little bit, because when it changes color, and I really can't get it to change color for you now. Let me just put some light on and see if it changes color, and it did not. Or did it? Yeah, it is reflecting the color, but maybe you can't see it in the camera. But definitely when you're outside, or if it's at nighttime with light flashes on it, or if you're in a certain place that has different lighting levels, the shoe will transform into different colors, which I think is a nice concept for this shoe. And not a lot to say about the shoe. It's pretty basic Air Jordan Zoom Fearless 1. And I'm going to put these puppies on feet, and so you can see how they look on feet. So please stand by, please stand by, please stand by, please stand by. So this is how these puppies look on feet. And I don't know if it shows up in the camera, but they did change color to like a bluish hue with the light now. So you can see how they changed color. They went from like a black, dark looking shoe to like a bluish hue. And you can see one shoe, depending on where you are in the light, is dark, and the other one is turning like to a bluish hue. So that's what this shoe does. That's what I like about this shoe. As you can see, I'm turning around and you're getting different light. Maybe it's not, maybe it's just the way I'm looking at my screen as I'm talking to you. But one thing I want you to keep in mind on this channel, like it says in the intro, everything is raw and uncut. So for some of the shoes that I actually catalog and talk about, it's not a lot to say. And really, we're talking about sneakers, so it's really not a whole lot to say, especially when it's just I see them for the first time and I want them. So it's not like a story behind every shoe. I wish I could entertain you all with a story for every shoe, but let's just keep it 100. We're talking about shoes. Shoes aren't that, I mean, they're nice to have, but they're not important. There are other things we probably can get into, but this channel is all about the shoes. So whatever thought comes to mind about the shoe is what I give you. Keep that in mind when you're watching future episodes. If you decide to continue to watch episodes, it's all about the shoe, and whatever comes to mind, I simply press record. I do not prep. I do not prepare. I do not, I just want you to get my real honest opinion. And also, I just learned when I looked at my episodes that I don't like the way I sound. I mean, actually, after the first episode, I was going to stop doing this because I was listening to myself talk, and I learned something during this pandemic while I was doing this, starting this YouTube channel. I don't like to hear myself talk, and I'm thinking maybe you don't either. So if you leave the channel or if you don't come back, trust me, I understand, because I don't like to hear myself talk either. But I want to talk about these kicks, and I want to keep it raw. I want to keep it 100. I want to tell you what I think, and I want to continue with my mission to catalog the sneakers in the collect. So thank you for joining me. Peace.